Hello students, I am here again with a new video on behalf of Edu4Nation. In this video, we shall discuss about Newland's classification of elements, which is also known as Newland octaves and the law of octaves. I like in other videos again request you to like the video and subscribe the channel if you enjoyed the video till last second and think that you have been benefited from this video. This will surely boost my confidence and inspire me to make more and more videos for you. Do you know the octaves of music? Have you heard the 7 musical notes in a scale? Have you ever played sa re ga ma pa da ni and sa on a piano? So let's play. You notice the first note and the eighth note are the same. Similar pattern was also found by a famous chemist John Newland by name while he was arranging elements on the basis of increasing atomic mass. He found that every 8 elements resembles with that of the first element in properties. Let us discuss about Newlands and his classification of elements now. Newlands, an English chemist, was the first person to devise a periodic table of chemical elements arranged in order of their relative atomic masses. Based on the works of Johann Wolfgang Dobereiner, he published in 1866 his Law of Octaves. He received Davy Medal in 1887. Newlands was one of the first to present the idea how the properties of elements are related with their atomic mass. He started with all the elements discovered during his time, with hydrogen being the lightest and thorium being the heaviest. He arranged the elements in order of increasing atomic mass and found that every 8 element starting from an element has similar physical and chemical properties that of the starting element. Since it resembles with that of the octaves of music, his classification is known as Newland's octaves.
Now we shall discuss how Newlands made his octaves. Newlands took all the elements discovered till his time. He had the knowledge of the works of Dobereiner about the classification of elements. He got the hint from Dobereiner classification that the properties of elements somehow connected with relative atomic mass of the elements. Hence he made relative atomic mass to be the criteria for the classification of elements. He started with hydrogen, the lightest element, and arranged all the elements in order of increasing atomic mass and completed with thorium, which is the heaviest element discovered during his time. In arranging the elements, he discovered a special pattern that every 8 element resembles the properties of the first element. He had made 7 columns of notes and put the similar element under it and made a table out of it, and which is well known as Newland's octaves.
Law of octaves. When elements are arranged in increasing order of their atomic mass, every 8 element starting from an element resembles the properties of the starting element. So according to this law, if we start from any element, then the 8 proceeding element will have similar properties than that of the starting elements. So this is well known as law of octaves.
Now we shall study achievements of Newlands. The first achievement of Newland was that he was one of the first chemists to develop a table of elements showing periodicity on the basis of increasing atomic mass. So that means that his method of classification of elements shows periodicity. So he discovered periodicity among the elements when they are arranged in increasing order of their atomic mass. So this is the basis of periodic table also. So for the first time he noticed periodicity. So this was his great achievements. Then another achievement was he could fit all the elements discovered during his time into his octaves. So the number of elements discovered during his time was 56, and he could fit all the 56 elements into his classification. So the second achievement was he could fit all the elements discovered during his time into his octaves. Now this was his great achievement because he could fit all the elements discovered during his time. Almost 56 elements were discovered during his time, and he could fit all the elements by his method of classification. So now consider Dobereiner triad. Dobereiner could identify only 3 triads out of all the elements discovered during his time. So there were 41 or 43 elements during the time of Dobereiner, but he could identify only 9 elements and made 3 triads out of them. So comparing with Dobereiner, Newland's classification was much better. So now we shall study limitations of Newland's law of octaves. The first limitation of Newland's law of octaves is that it is applicable only to calcium. After calcium, every 8 element does not possess the properties of the first element. So you can see this is section from the Newland's law, Newland's octaves. So this is the note Sa. Under these notes, hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, cobalt, and nickel and bromine are there. So similarly, these are the other notes. So Re under the notes Re, the elements present are lithium, sodium, potassium, copper, and rubidium. So this is Ga, this is Ma, Pa, Da, Ni, or in Western classical it is Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, La, Ti. So under these notes, the different elements are grouped together. So these are known as Newland's octaves. But we will find that this law is applicable only to calcium. That means that after calcium, you find the element chromium. So the properties of chromium, if you start from chromium, then the 8th element that comes after chromium is yttrium. So the properties of chromium and yttrium do not have any similarities. So that means chromium and yttrium are chemically and also physically different. So this property, this law is applicable only to calcium. If you take titanium for an example, the properties of titanium do not resemble with that of indium. So if you take chromium again, and if it is the 8th element, then the first one will be aluminium. The properties of aluminium and chromium are different. So that means that this law of Newland's law of octave is only applicable to calcium. So this is not a foolproof law. So we can reject this. So we can reject Newland's law of octaves. The second limitation of Newland's law of octave is that he assumed that only 56 elements existed in nature and no more elements would be discovered in future. But later on several new elements were discovered whose properties did not fit into the law of octaves. So although Newland was successful in grouping all the elements into his octaves, but he assumed that only 56 elements existed in nature and no new elements would be going to be discovered. Now the third limitation of Newland is that Newland adjusted two elements in the same slot would have justification, but also put some unlike elements under the same node. For example, cobalt and nickel are in the same slot and these are placed in the same column as fluorine, chlorine and bromine, which have very different properties than these elements. Iron, which resembles cobalt and nickel in properties, has been placed far away from these elements. Cobalt and nickel are metals and their properties do not resemble with that of hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine or bromine. So they are placed with the same under the same node of Sa, but their properties do not resemble with the other elements within the Sa node. So similarly, now iron is very similar to cobalt and nickel, but it is placed far away from cobalt and nickel. So he could not give any justification. So this was his major drawback.